It's been done. It has been done. Cue music. 400,000 followers on the dot. I didn't miss it. I caught it. 400K. I didn't plan. I don't know. I forgot it was actually going to happen here soon, but it happened. It happened today. It happened right now. We're part of that moment. 400,000 followers. I don't know where that puts me at in the ranking of Twitch. I don't know about Twitch, about Social Blade or my Twinge or any of that shit. I don't know, dude, but what I can tell you right now is we are just getting started. I was in an area of insecurity when I hit 300K last time. I remember that because it happened after Mario Odyssey happened. But we have come a long way since then. A long ass way, dude. If I can I take a second and give y'all the speech right now on behalf of reaching this follower milestone right now. Coming to a YouTube near you, coming to a Twitch right here, right now. I had 75,000 followers right before, the day before Mario Maker 1 came out. I did a 75,000 follower special September 10th, 2015. And then the rest from there was history. Mario Maker 1 came out. I was planning to do a big event for the release of Yoshi's Crafted World, not Mario Maker. Mario Maker was an afterthought because I didn't design levels, I didn't build levels, I didn't care about making levels. That's all the marketing emphasized at that time for Mario Maker itself here. And the inclusion of the mode of 100-man super expert was that no one knew about that because they didn't bring that up. That was a day one reveal essentially, because it was all about building the levels with the Wii pad and touchscreen controls and all that. So obviously when I hopped on that, things blew up from there. I went from 700 viewers average to suddenly, freaking 4,000 overnight, and then 8,000 by a week later, and it kept climbing from there. It was actually insane. There were some nights where I was routinely in the top 10 of Twitch, and there was actually a point where I was number 1. There was a point between NA going to bed and EU waking up that I had like 8,000 to 9,000 viewers, and I was the number 1 stream on Twitch. Very briefly. I wasn't prepared for it though. I wasn't used to dealing with a chat that big. I wasn't used to having that kind of pressure. I wasn't used to having, the haters and the jealousy and all the other shit here. I actually cracked under that pressure. I was a young streamer, insecure, and didn't really have an idea of where to go next. I would let the one negative comment get to me and drill me down, and it was kind of like, I was a snowflake. I was fragile, Hex. I wasn't built. I wasn't woke. I worked out certainly, but I didn't have the dick weight that I do now. So it was a little bit different. But that was 100Ks, and I eventually met 100,000 followers, which I didn't do anything for. It was kind of like Mario Maker grind, kept going from there. 200,000 followers. I actually don't really remember when that happened. That probably happened at some point in 2016. During my first year of Mario Maker, and I would say even then I was still a young boy. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a long-term vision of what to do or where to take things with the success I had for Mario Maker. I just kind of kept doing it. I let view count kind of follow everything. Every other metric, viewer engagement, community building, longevity, consistency, all of these things I didn't consider. The only thing I considered was the view count, which is a very trivial thing, and it's not the most informative metric over how well you're doing. Because what's your end goal? I had my eyes on the pedestal, top of the mountain with the view count, but I had no purpose beyond that view count. What was I doing it for? What was I gonna do? Entering 300,000 followers. A lot happened between 200 and 300K. 200K between the two here. I bought a house, became a homeowner, I found love. Me and my wonderful girlfriend Venom got together. I rose and I fell with Mario Maker. By doing Mario Maker exclusively for at least a year and a half, things fell apart, honestly. By February 2017, I was completely burnt out of Mario Maker, and I didn't know where to go with things next. I was a hollow shell of what I used to be. Being burnt out on Yoshi's Island, because I played that game also for 10 years straight, but it's also what I was known for. Being burnt out on Mario Maker, I played that for 2 years straight, also what I'm known for. Where do I go from there? If I play anything else, my view count drops. On that warped perspective of view count as clout and view count as king, not being trained to understand the importance of other metrics, I didn't really know where to go with things. I was lost at what to do. honestly, and it was very draining. I was very insecure. I was kind of scared to go live, honestly, because I'm like, what do I do today? I can go live with Mario Maker, I guess. I can just lie and say I'm gonna do Mario Maker for 2 hours, lie to myself, and just go live with it for a little bit, even though I hate it, and then figure out what I really want to do, which I don't know what I want to do. I honestly didn't. I didn't want to do Mario. I didn't want to do Yoshi. So where do I go from there? These are the two things that built my streaming to where they are at that point, and I had no foundation, dude. I'm trying to walk on legs made of fucking spaghetti and rubber bands, dude. This is fucking noodle legs, man. I ain't got nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got no foundation. And it scared me. I went down a path of exploring, you know, what a speedrunner who's done nothing before other than the game he's done. It's variety gaming, but it's variety gaming through the POV of a speedrunner, I guess. Let's give that a shot. I would start with just Zelda. You know, I've never played Zelda before. There's a pretty cool one coming out next month, Breath of the Wild. I've never done logic puzzles before. I've never done really any 3D Zelda before, so we did that. I played and beat Twilight Princess over the course of a month, essentially, with my girlfriend. A unique twist where she reads Twitch chat and I can't. That way all the negative shit I couldn't read and all the people calling me a dumbass I couldn't see. So it was just me playing Zelda in a refreshingly pure state. Blind to all the Twitch backseating and blind to all the Twitch negativity. Just so I can finally build the confidence to even like endure that kind of stream eventually, you know? Now, this all kind of came into play and I did a lot of variety. I played Super Metroid for Super Nintendo that year. I played Sonic Mania. I speedran that briefly. I started playing Mario and Luigi games, the Mario RPG series. It all came building up to Mario Odyssey. Luck is preparedness meets opportunity, and I believe that full throttle here. I planned a marathon, a 30-day streaming marathon, had prizes planned for the whole thing, had this comprehensive, whole, elaborate idea of what it should be and what it could be, and I did. I gave away a console every week. I had 12-hour streams daily. I had the whole process of getting good at Mario Odyssey all laid out here, and I won. I had 5,000 viewers average for the entirety of the month, and that was great, and it built up. I don't know if I did a great job of maintaining that. I was able to achieve it, but didn't know what to do to maintain it, and that was the other problem as well. You know, I won there. I was able to climb to a sub count I never had before. I had 4,400 subs at the peak of it. I had a 5,000 viewer average. But did I do a good job of converting people who were coming for the Mario Maker, for the Mario Odyssey, and making them come back for the Trihex? Was the question. And I don't think I did a good job there. I played only Mario Odyssey for the next 6 months straight, to the point where I also unfortunately got burnt out again on Mario Odyssey. And this happened and was my downfall yet again by April 2018. By April 2018, I was burnt out of Mario Odyssey, bored of Mario Maker, burnt out of Yoshi's Island, and essentially had nothing to fall back on but variety. You feel me? My lowest point, genuinely, in my entire Twitch career post Mario Maker was actually April 2018. With nowhere to go, I thought, well, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna play the new God of War because I don't know what else to really do right now. I played God of War 2018. I played it 3 weeks after release. I don't know why that happened actually, and my view count plummeted so hard that I was a 300 viewer handy, which is scary. Because it means like, am I sustainable? Can I repair things? Can I fix things? I didn't know what was gonna happen next. Had I already become irrelevant? Am I another victim in the bathed in the blood and the pay waves of all the other fallen streamers who couldn't adapt? Am I in 2018 what a Minecraft streamer was in 2013? You know, riding the highs, and now I'm in the lows, and now I'm irrelevant. I wasn't sure actually. And I had to like sit down and really reevaluate at its core what I could do. Even though I couldn't afford it or justify it, I took a trip. I had to go away. I agreed, talking with my chat for a while here, that the only effective way to reflect on streaming and how I'm streaming is if I'm away from it all. I can't reflect when I'm distracted by the guilt of not streaming if I can't stream. But if I'm away from my house, physically away, distance-wise, I go somewhere else, and I don't have the option to be in front of this computer, my desk, in my office, and put on a S-tier Trihex quality stream, then all I can do at that point is reflect upon it, truthfully. So I did that. I went to MomoCon, went to an anime convention in Atlanta, Georgia with my girlfriend for that weekend. I couldn't afford it. It was kind of all on credit card, coasting. It was very, very bad idea, but I needed a mental space. I had to figure it out. I had a great time that weekend ultimately, but it did effectively, I did lose a lot of subs and a bunch of other shit here, but I came back refreshed though. I came back with the idea of, okay, well, let's do a try hard Thanos cool marathon thing. I did a gauntlet. I came back and I did like a 16-hour gauntlet where I did every game I'm known for. Mario Odyssey, Yoshi's Island, Mario Maker, super expert. Did like this 16-hour stream. It was cool. Got a lot of subs from it. It was awesome. People were engaged. Remind people what they had when we did here. And from there, I kind of bounced back and thought, okay, I need to do better on. It's gonna be a long grind, dude. I have no bail me out, dude. I have no quick way to fix the pit I've created because of the negligence I've had with like the things I've done in the past year. But there will be a payoff eventually, I guess in the form of Mario Maker 2 at minimum here, or that upcoming Yoshi game, Yoshi's Crafted World. If I take every opportunity I have in front of me right now and pre-plan for them and then nail the execution, why couldn't I do it again? I did it with Mario Maker, I did it with Mario Odyssey. Could I not do it again? Believing in myself and pacing appropriately here. What you saw beyond summer 2018 onward to now was this new thing of building myself up to be a more well-rounded streamer in person. Enter podcasting, the Greek podcast, Scuffed podcast, the DT podcast, political commentary, political debate coverage, rewatching Destiny debates, learning about becoming politically active and honestly being transparent about what I advocate for in terms of candidates, policy, and shit like that. I guess I was trying to go through. I couldn't think of anything else here. Sorry. You know a lot more about me now than I think anyone really did 2 years ago. You can bring up candidates I advocate for, candidates I dislike, the mistruths that I've called out on stream, the types of people I'm not a fan of, my stance on debating, my downfalls, my exploits, the things I have done well, things I've done bad when it comes to commentary and politics. My commentary hopefully has improved a shit ton since even a year ago. I think people can say that I'm a lot more over the last year and a half of podcasting, variety, and discovery than I was way back when. You may have came for the gameplay, but I think you stay because of the engaging charisma and personality and a much better well-roundedness. If you remove the webcam, like how much more downgraded now is everything. And that's the Trihex difference here. It makes all the difference now whenever I do that, That's what all happened there. All those pivotal progress points came between the 300K follows, because I was there for a very long time. For a very long time, I remember the number here, 305,000 followers to 315,000. That was like almost a year. That was a very long crawl of progress. And I admit, I didn't do a good job there either. My stream, I had a hard time balancing it, dude. I didn't, my work ethic, I feel, was kind of like, I felt anxiety, insecurity, and I felt constantly overwhelmed. I felt like there was like 4 days of work to be done, and I had to go live every day with streaming, or else I was going to lose whatever I already had maintained. And so I never had time to put in time to figure out how to make the stream better. So these things kind of remained stagnant for a long period of time, unfortunately. So that all happens here. Second to last step here now is that Yoshi's Crafted World comes out in March. So, or the end of March 30th, if I recall correctly here. So I put on a marathon. I put on a thing called March of Yoshi, and I plan to return to my roots. I've worked on my mental state and ability. I was able to, come back to a game I love, Yoshi's Island, but a speed run I'm burnt out on 100%, and try to come back here and get good again. I Haven't been active in it since 2015, and there was a lot of get good to do. It was a very active 3 years when it came to new tech, new routes, in a game that's already very, very hard, that I'm already known for, where there's just gonna be this very toxic comparisons about how, why aren't you already good? I don't get it. You played for 10 years. Why you can't get a world record? Are you washed up? Did you quit? You quit speedrunning now? You know, all of these negative things can deter me away from it because I'm not enjoying the atmosphere, dude. All that happens is, like, you know, you expect me to be on world record pace, and whenever I'm not, you're just like, oh, this guy's washed up and dumb, and they just fucking leave, dude. It sucks. It super sucks, honestly. But yeah, listen, I worked out, I powered through that, and ultimately I did the marathon. But we enter now yet another saga here, actually. And that would be that my grandmother's health was deteriorating. I found that to be a whole nother problem there. There was a lot of things I had to take care of. And the one thing I was most not abundant on was time. You know, so the time to figure out my grandmother's insurance policy, the time to relocate her from her old house back in the country to moving towards me, the time to get her paperwork taken care of, her healthcare and all that, so she can like appropriately have the sit-at-home nurses to help take care of her day by day. All these things required time that I didn't have, that I used anyway, that led to me barely streaming really in March. March was a very spotty month for me for streaming, so I plummeted in view count, sub count, and everything else here. The March of Yoshi Marathon was kind of a flop, really. I barely really played Yoshi, actually. It was kind of a shit show. But thankfully I did the right thing, and I think that that karma kicks in there, because I ultimately, you know, by the end of April, things kind of calmed down. I got her a little more stabilized in the appropriate healthcare, where she was like, you know, living near me, and I was able to go visit her daily, take care of her like I do now. You know, so whenever I'm late here, it's because my you know, the karma kicks in here, and because my grandmother was stabilized, was able to like now focus. You know, by this point though, it was it's May 2019. Yoshi's Crafted World came and went. I hate the game. It's got me salty. It's a game that is 40 levels long. 7 of them are auto scrollers. They're all terrible. And it's the worst kind of auto scroller because you have to pay attention. You can't even autopilot. You can't even do chat engagement during the downtime of an auto scroller, because the whole thing is just like, it's a very obnoxious, tedious, one try only auto scroller. You're waiting throughout all the filler of the auto scroller for the part where you have to nail it, or you will lose 3.5 minutes if you fuck up the auto scroller section. It fucking sucks. And the music is terrible. So there's oh god, there's so little to give off that game. That's why the community for it is dead now, because the game sucks ass. I can say that, all right? But there was one positive out of playing Yoshi's Crafted World, and that was the rise of Smash Brothers on Trihex's stream. That entire time up to December, up until that point, I'd play Smash on stream, salty, tilted, hated it, lost, sucked, ass, couldn't adapt. I ate ass, and I got in it even harder than I ate it. The darkness and the deep pit I was in with Yoshi's Crafted World led to me, by comparison, saying that, you know what, eating ass in Smash Brothers, not that bad actually. I don't know, I had nothing else really fall on here. I would get tilted off of Yoshi's Crafted World, and there was nothing. I couldn't play Lumines. That game's too intense. It's not a chill game. I can't play Tetris. That game's also not a chill game. Tetris is not a chill game. Tetris is like very mentally intensive. So I could not play Tetris as well on the stream. That was also like another game I was like, fuck, I love these puzzle games, but they are mega mental and not a downplay game. Smash Brothers, because it's like a game I have to think in, it's a stimulant. So I was okay with that. From there, I played Smash and I lost a lot, but it was okay though, because it wasn't as terrible as Yoshi's Crafted World. And something clicked there, and I was able to like look at how I lost, remove the emotional like boundary of like, okay, yeah, I lost whatever here, but what do I need to do to get good? And I got good. I would take a loss and I'd say, you know what, you're right, no. I did 2 fire arrows, and then I would do a double fire arrow, confirm the grab. That's not a confirm. Double fire arrow into X is not a confirm. That is a repetitive habit that I'm doing in a false sense of security. Pay attention more. Shield pressure, shield poke them. When they jump, why are they jumping? When they bait the air dodge, cover the options, negate their options, left with less options, Call it out, condition them, stock 3, punish them. Punish them. Show them what the young Link dick's all about, dude. My boy got dick weight. And I did that. So Smash Brothers was added to my arsenal of things I enjoyed finally. Finally, after a very, very long period of time. And that was really, really exciting. This momentum led to the build-up coming into June 2019. June 2019, I'm playing Smash, and I returned back to Mario Maker 1. The first time in a very long time. I'm playing Mario Maker 1 on the grind daily. I'm doing Super Expert. And we're sitting out here, we're clapping, dude. Started producing YouTube clips of my clears. I'm not the hottest in the game. I'm de-rusting a little bit, and I'm still mega garbage at it. But I'm enjoying it again now, though, because I'm coming back. And I'm aware of what's going on this time here. There's going to be a directory in the cloud on twitch.tv, Mario Maker 2. If I get all my ducks in a row this time, podcast savvy, this time, commentary savvy, diversity savvy, Trihex the purse, not just a speedrunner here. The speedrun complements me as well as the whole of my entire arsenal. This time, it'll be different. I prepare, get all my ducks in a row. I get the giveaway going here. I get things ready to roll here. I pre-ordered the Japanese copy of the game on my Japanese eShop channel, so I get the game 12 hours early. We hop on there June 27, and from there, we rock and roll. But I make a bold commitment to the person who I am. There's a big conflict here. June 26th and June 27th, there is the first Democratic candidate debate going on, two nights, 10 candidates each. The political Trihex would love to cover this, but the objective business Trihex would say, no. Maximize your clout. Stay on Mario Maker 2 directory. Don't leave. What do? Do I pursue the short-term gain of being on Mario Maker 2, most cases here 12 hours earlier than everyone else in USA? Or do I remain true to my character? Play Mario Maker, cover the debates, show everyone that I'm more than just Mario Maker, and keep doing my thing. My 5-head or my 3-head? What is it? So I remain true to my character, and I do Mario Maker. I don't opt out of the commentary for the political debate. I do that as well here, and view count remains. Everything remains the same here. But even more important than that, I'm happy. People stayed. They tried it out on Blue Ocean. Not everyone was doing commentary at that time here. If I recall correctly, I don't know, Hassan and Destiny were not explicitly doing debate coverage at the time of the candidates when they were doing debate stages. That happens by later in July. But in June, yeah, we did that and it was hot. I loved it. Come July, we are on max grind. No days off. I let go of gym. I will return to gym at a later time. And we go for the full grind, baby. We are, at first my goal was to go 30 days straight with no real thing, just fucking grind. And we did. We were full throttle. You know, when the director was clout, I was a 5K Andy. Some cases I was a 6K Andy. Some cases I was an 8K Andy. I got hosted. I maintained the viewership because I was doing my thing, dude. But you know what? I knew, because I've been here before. I've tasted failure. I have exploited the trends of the Twitch directory system here and all that. And I knew it was very, very important to not compare my peaks to my average. So I'm okay with that. Compare where I was 2 months ago to where I am now, night and day. Sure, I can compare to where I was last week. That's not the normal, that's the exception. That was the peak, not my average. Imagine going to gym and comparing your max to your everyday weightlifting. It's comical, right? It's silly. But this is exactly what I was doing just 2 years ago. I was a fucking idiot. But now, I'm a fucking genius. I'm 5-head. I think I've done a great job converting winning the Mario Maker directory in my own way, doing my own things, my own style, and then converting them over to the way of the Trihex. Political commentary. You know, fuck, getting DMCA'd by CNN? Fuck it, dude, that's Cloud, dude, they're fucking mad. I was mad. I'm still out here, though. You didn't kill me. I'm still alive, bro. And here we are, man. We climbed up all the way, and now here we are. 6K subs, 2K Andy, Mario Maker 2. I'm playing it offline. For the first time ever, I don't think I've ever, since I've been a full-time broadcaster, played video games when I'm not streaming. I always would reserve that and kind of like gatekeep that into being a stream content thing. But here we are now, dude. We are finally here. We are finally here where I'm so excited to build levels in Mario Maker. The very thing I've never done in the entirety of my co-association of Mario Maker. I'm building levels. I have ideas, and I can't wait to make more. That I think about them. I obsess about them, actually. Note-taking, drawings, and I even added my spare Switch dock in my bedroom so I can hop on editor when I'm just chilling when I'm done streaming. Actually, crazy. That's a very, very healthy thing. That means I'm actually diversifying my exposure to video games so it doesn't become a monotonous sludge and grind. It's actually the greatest part of this whole thing here. That is the biggest victory. Not the sub count, not the view count, the mental health part. I'm into it. I'm not like, oh, I need to play this because it maintains. No, I genuinely am into it, dude. Like, people who critique my level, I just want to do better and I want to do more. And I think that's a perfect part, and a perfect time here to finally be back here, dude. 400,000 followers. And we're just getting started, bro. So, with that in mind, I'll say, take my 24-ounce bottle of water here and a toast to, I guess, the road to 500, if I deserve it. I keep my ducks in a row. See where we go, baby. Thank y'all again. Why people happy? Try hard in chat. Here's to the lore you wanted. Here's to the lore you wanted, YouTube, the Trihex lore. So yeah, man, that's pretty much story for you right there. I don't have exact time periods for those events, but yeah, 100K, 200K, 300K, huge gap from 300K to 400K. But here you are, though, man. Oh, it's so emotional, man. God damn, why is the Hans Zimmer and fucking Interstellar, dude, just, oh my god, dude. Making something fun instead of just frustrating. Do you know why that is, dude? Do you know why? Oh god, I can monologue so hard for us right now, dude. God, dude. The reason why I urge to make the level fun is because it's the same thing that drew me to Yoshi's Island in 2003 and 2004. So it was so fun. It was unlike anything else. The game gives you options, dude. Here are 6 eggs that Yoshi can have. Use them however the fuck you want and aim wherever you want, however you want to solve the problems. The level design combined with the player options will just let you have a different experience every time here. That's why playing Yoshi's Island casually is so monumentally different than playing the game for speed running. And ideally, if you play the game, you'll love it and you'll want to replay it. There'll be a saturation point of where there's just like, there's not a new experience with playing it over and over again. So you'll just get fatigued out. But yeah, that's the, as you get good, there's a whole nother world is tapped into now. The speed run ability of it, the productive means of playing a game over and over again is tapped in here. And now you can just continue your love affair with the game or the level that you enjoyed. Orson CD in chat, dude. Thank you all for enduring the speech.
Feels amazing, man. Amazing.
Amazing.